Hey guys, what's up? Happy Halloween. I guess, well, yeah, happy Halloween. It's pretty much Halloween now. So until Sunday night. Uh, I will go over some more movies I think should probably get that I recommend. Some of them are not obscure. Some of them are known. Some of them you might not expect. But I figure I'd do a vid recommending some other films. You might be able to see these in different formats. So and I'll do, I'll go pretty quick. Yellow Brick Road, another sci-fi channel movie. I tell you, man, the movies they showed in like the 2000s and the 2010s, there was a lot of decent, actually low budget horror films. Especially people looking normal at the time. The women looked really good. The men were like, they looked like the dude from Breaking Benjamin. It was like a more normal time even then. So, and this is a film from that time. Apparently, Robert Eggers was on the production staff of this. I think he was like I don't know, not a director, but he was like one of the guys helping make the film. This is a weird ass movie, man. The people are walking through the woods while you hear like old music in the back constantly playing as they are looking for this town where people disappeared. And of course, you know what happens to these people. They all start to go insane and start to murder each other. Really weird movie, unsettling, and like I said, the just weird. So this I've gone over this before. I don't care. I'm gonna mention it again. This is one of my favorite zombie films. A world where the Civil War ended in America, and then the zombie apocalypse began. And it's told from the point of view of a ex-Confederate soldier. Low budget, you can see the budget sometimes. I don't care, man. The way the actors act in this, they don't look like hipster reenactors. They look like guys from that time. And the relationships between the sexes is also accurate. Okay, the one guy he meets up with, he tells his sister get over here, and Mama Ann, he tells her what to do. But at the end of the day, his father made him promise that he was going to protect his sister, which is what he does. So really, really underrated film. So, Priest. I mean, listen. LaFon knew about this movie before I did. Okay, and we saw this on his computer back in the Toxic Treehouse days. This film, I think it's based on a Korean manga. They call it something else, but Korean manga is based on this. And I mentioned this one before. I really liked it. The dystopian aspect of it reminds me very much of Matt Wagner's work with Grendel, like God and the Devil, and the Devil's Reign. But a lot of action, like a really, I don't know how to say it. Carl Urban, anything he's in, he elevates. Even if he's a hero, a supporting character, or a villain, really that guy, I gotta give him a lot of. I want to shout out to like actors today who are like good actors that remind me of like the older actors who are now gone. So, and the theme I really liked about this was, of course, the Catholic Church as a oppressive regime. Is sort of a cliche upon cliche, but these priests, when they go renegade, they don't turn on the church. They don't turn on God. If anything, their faith in God is even stronger, and they're devoted. It's what you would need if you actually had to deal with the vampires in this. And the vampires in this are not undead creatures. They are a separate race that has evolved alongside humanity in a war that's been going on for millennia. So that's kind of, man, the concept of world building alone would make it cool, but the execution is really good. And it's a Western. All right. All right. Now, this, I know people, when this came out, right? Land of the Dead came out. I still think that's such an underrated film. Big action film. Romero, just like Carpenter, are very underrated action directors, not just horror directors. But Diary of the Dead was a little different. Diary of the Dead was the George Romero take on the found footage film. A lot of people hated this film. It can be a little wonky. He always, unfortunately, he has to put a scene in with certain people looking like noble people, which I don't mind in the original series, but it gets a little taxing now, okay, in context of everything. Although there is a cool deaf Amish guy in here also. But the way this was shot, this was a creepy ass film. This was done really well. I think it's very underrated. The later series, Land of the Dead, Die of the Dead, and another one, don't seem to get much acclaim. I think they're really strong films. 20 years out now, they really should be really looked at. And what can I say? This was the film Survival of the Dead. Everybody hates this movie. Okay, once again, it's a western, right? Witchfinder General, one of the greatest folk horror films. It's really a western. It's just a violent, brutal western. You could argue that the Living Dead in this are no different from like the stampeding cattle when you have like cattle rustlers fighting, cattle cow herds fighting each other, and they sort of take on like a background aspect. But there's a lot in this movie, man, that I really like. There's a humor in it. There's the twin Irish sisters. Everyone's Irish. It's like, is this in Ireland? It's supposed to be off the coast of I think the Carolinas, where they still have those weird accents even to this day. I think that's what it's supposed to be. But this was a fun, action-packed movie, and it shows you essentially what would happen if you did have a zombie apocalypse, but humanity survived. Like it or not, I like to put humanity down like any good, intelligent person. But the truth is, we're pretty resilient when it comes to, especially when real dangers and real challenges would come to the fore. So humanity would survive, and it would be pretty vicious and pretty capable. And I sort of like that aspect of it, where it mixes in the Western, it mixes in Irish, mythology, and other things as well. I kind of really like this film, and it doesn't get any credit at all. So, all right, we're gonna keep these videos short. I'm gonna do a part 2.